Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Josh Killa here, back at it again with another Call of Duty World War II video. And today we got another life story, and I have to say, every time I look back onto this story, I can't believe how stupid some people are. And now I know what you guys are already thinking from the title of the video. You're like, oh my god, you trolled somebody, that's so bogus. But you know, I have to say, this guy was really annoying. I really didn't care for him. He was an absolute moron. I mean, who would seriously believe this? Anyways, guys, let's just get right into it. Anyways, this was the very first McDonald's I worked at. If you know, I've worked at 3. This is the first one I worked at. And, you know, I've been working there for about a year. Maybe it was already a year and a half, because we were about to close down. Anyways, guys, so I was working at the first window. I was all happy because I love working the first window. You go back there, you accept money, you take orders, and then that's it. I mean, it's pretty fun back there. I mean, it's nice and calming and relaxing until you get an ignorant customer. But you know, that's besides the point. Let's just get into this. But then they wanted to stick a new guy back there with me. They're like, hey, this is I'm not gonna say his name. We'll just call him Tim for this. They wanted to stick Tim back there for me to train him on the first window. I was like, okay. So I handed him the headset. I was just like, do you know how to take an order? He was like, sort of. I was like, oh lord, here we go. This guy doesn't even know how to take an order. So I kind of had him taking orders. I was showing him how to count money, even though he should have known how to count money. He was really slow at it though, so I was just like, oh lord, here we go. So you know, I was training him on the first window, and after a while I was starting to get fed up with him. He was making too many mistakes. He was honestly just a moron, and this video honestly starts to prove it with how I troll him. You know, common sense would have said don't believe me, but I guess this guy had absolutely no common sense. So I go ahead and I look at him, and I was just like, alright, here's the thing though, whenever we're back here, you know we have to do inventory. He was like, inventory? I was like, yeah, we have to do inventory. And I was just like, the main thing we gotta do is we have to go count the ice. And he was just like, count the ice? I was like, yeah, we have to go, like, count the ice. Like, you know the like ice machine over there? He was just like, the one where we get the ice and put it into the like ice bins. And I was like, obviously, I mean, this guy was just an absolute moron. We'll just keep it there. But anyways, guys, so I was just like, okay, yeah, you know, the ice bin, ice machine. So I was like, go get a bin and go get a pair of gloves. And I was like, I want you to go ahead and one by one just grab a piece of ice and start counting them. So he was like, okay. He actually did it. He grabs this bin, goes over by ice machine and starts counting it. So you know, I felt relief. This guy is out of my hair for the rest of the day. I don't have to put up with him anymore. So I was all happy. So, you know, after a while, I checked on him. And you hear him, 151, 152. I was like, is this dumbass really counting the ice? So, you know, I'm over here dying. And then, like, all my coworkers start passing him, and they look at me, and they're like, aren't you supposed to be training him? I was like, I am training him. He's counting inventory. So this guy's actually over there counting ice. All my coworkers are loving it. They're cracking up. Everybody's loving this. But then my manager goes back by me, and she was like, where's Tim? And I was just like, oh, he's counting inventory. Yeah, he's doing inventory. She was like, what are you talking about? You guys don't do inventory. I was like, oh, well, I don't think you should have had me train him, because I'm training him wrong then. So she was like, where is he? And I was like, he's right over there. And by now he's like 520, 521. She was just like, you have him counting ice cubes? I was just like, yeah. So, you know, I think she kind of took the hint. I don't want him back there. So she finally got him away from me. But, you know, who is stupid enough to actually believe you that you have to count the ice? Name one place where you count ice. Like, why would you even need to count the ice? I mean, the machine makes ice. You scoop the ice out. You put it in the drinks. It's not that hard. Like, why would you even have to count ice? What went through his mind? Like, yeah, this is really important. Let's count the ice cubes. You know, I felt like he kind of started to question me. But whenever I said, yeah, I mean, we have to count the ice for inventory, so we know how many ice cubes we have. This dude went along with it. But the best part is like, he truly was dedicated to it. Because, like, I only put him over there for like 10 minutes, and he was already on like 500. He was counting all the way up. But you know, that's one of my favorite memories of working at McDonald's. You know, trolling this guy into believing he had to go over there and count the ice cubes. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have for today. It's the life story of how I trolled this guy. And honestly, I'm kind of proud of for doing this. I mean, honestly, to get a guy to believe you have to count the ice cubes, you know, you have to be really convincing to get a guy to do that. Anyways, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Peace.